Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hi guys. Tonight's podcast is going to be basically how to surrender with ease, grace and flow. So as always, I'm going to play a little song while I'm waiting for people to hop on, and I'm going to be sharing while I'm waiting for people. Okay, so bear with me, hang in there, and let me know if you can hear the song. Just sharing, lads. One sec. It's gonna get better. I'm just sharing now, lads. Hi, Christina. Thank you for being here. Trying to multitask as well. Okay, so tonight's podcast, as in the description, is all about surrender with ease, flow, and grace. Oh God! All right. So anyway, moving on. I do hope you enjoyed that song while I shared now. So anyway, I'm just going to tell you a little story about like how I found myself wanting to surrender, and then from there, all right, Mr. Gilmore, what's the story? Um. Anyway, from there as well, like, all right, I'm going to backtrack. Right. So If you see me looking over that way, I'm on Instagram as well. So yeah, just bear with me for a few minutes. So I kind of have to look that way and look that way. So I'm going to tell you a little story which will explain it better, hopefully. So when my lads were growing up, they would have had a diagnosis of being autistic, and we would have tried to get services for them, and it was a struggle. But anyway, in my 3D reality back then, yeah, they like many people, we would have fought like to get support for them, to get diagnosis, to get some help, um, and it was hard. Like it is hard for a lot of people, but that was back then. Now I don't even identify them as being welcome everybody. It's like welcome here, welcome over there. Anyway, now I don't identify them as being autistic at all. Like to me, they're star seeds, they're crystal children, and they have a lot to offer humanity, and a lot to teach us as well. But like when I reached my, now when the lads were growing up, I found with them, like the best way was howdy, 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 welcome everybody. What I found was basically, I do hope you can hear me. What I found basically was that for my lads to thrive, I would have to figure out what they liked, and at the time, like they probably weren't able to tell me, but being a mother, you can guess it, and I would use what they liked to their advantage, to teach them, to support them, to motivate them, to encourage them. So I did know that that system works. So when I reached my pits of hell, I don't know what way to describe it, my mental health wasn't great, and I didn't know what to do. So what I thought about was how I had supported my lads when they were younger, and how that could work for me as well. Now I have to say it does work, but my lads were babies, so being babies and integrating them into the world, like it was a bit easier, because there wasn't conformity, there wasn't adversity, there wasn't rules and regulations like the way we have it now, right? So bringing in surrender to a woman who's nearly 50 years of age is rather difficult, because we do have rules and regulations. We are told what's right or wrong. We are told that being selfish is fucking selfish, and we don't know what's right and what's wrong, and if we should try and look into it because it makes us happy. But like I just knew, because like I knew it worked for my lads, so why wouldn't it work for me? But the problem was I had all I had all these years of being told what to do, what to say, how to say it. You should get a 9 to 5 job. You should work hard for a living. And I did work damn hard back then, trying to get whatever I needed for the lads. But it's very hard to break up, I'd say 30 years of what I remember of conforming. And then when I was a kid, like, you're told what to do and what not to do. So there was that as well. But I'm talking about as you get older, as you step into, your young adult life, you're, probably when you meet a fella, when you get married and stuff like that, like you are the wife, you are the mother, you are the person who looks after people. This is what is in, right, hold on. This is what is instilled in us, if that makes sense. So if that is making sense, I'd love you to say, hell yeah, I get that. And that stops us from being more in our own power, more in our own sovereignty, because we simply don't know how to fucking do it. So, getting into the magic now. What I found worked for me was trial and error. I had a lot of inner work to do. I had a lot of shadow work to do. I had a lot of reprogram to do. I had so much baggage to undo, and that took time. That took a lot of inner work, and that took a lot of time. But it's okay. You get there when you're ready to get there. All right. I hope that is making sense. I cannot see many comments, and I am on Instagram as well. But anyway, like I said, that takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of hard work, but you gotta tune into yourself. And the same way you would ask your child or your fella, like, how are you? How are you doing? And be sincere. It's okay. And what do you like? What do you not like? And you gotta, how will I put this? You gotta be willing to try things out. Like, you can't, we all get scared. We all, are afraid of being judged. But again, that goes back to conformity. That goes back to being, like, afraid to be seen as who we truly are. Like, I fucking curse and I love it. I love it. It's me. You know, I'm not going to change myself. Like, I'm online quite a bit. I'm not going to start saying, excuse me, please, but I'd like a sandwich and thanks very much and all that. No, fuck that shit. I just like to express myself in me and all of who I am and enjoy it. And I do hope I'm making sense, lads. Let me know if I'm making sense. I'm trying to see more comments here. So, but when you fight something, right, how will I put this? If you fight who you are, you're going to be sicker in life. That goes without saying. If you fight who you're truly meant to be, you're going to be angrier in life. If you fight who you're meant to be in this particular moment, your emotions, your feelings, like what you believe in, what you're passionate about, like, if you suppress all that, you're going to make yourself sicker. And that's basically what had happened to me. I'm just reading comments here, lads, bear with me. Awesome. I really don't know how to do both. But anyway, I'll get back to the comments in a wee sec. But yeah, let me know if that is resonating. So within the last 6 months now, I've been doing this for quite some time now, so I'm not gonna lie to you and say it can change overnight, because it won't. It simply won't. Especially, the more experience you've had in life, albeit good and bad, is going to determine how long it's going to take for you to shed all this baggage, right? I'm just laughing because I see some family online, and it's unusual to have them, but hey ho, I'll roll with it. But to hone into surrendering with ease, flow, and grace is the same way, lads, as when you're nurturing somebody, like your kids. Like this, if you can reverse that, you're not nurturing the child, you're nurturing yourself. Does that make sense? You're not going to say to a kid, like, they're learning how to walk and they fall, you're not going to say to them, you fucking idiot, like, you can't even walk. You're going to say, well done, fair play to you. So why don't we say that to ourselves? Why aren't we nurturing ourselves as much as we love, support and nurture other people? Because we've been conditioned that this is the way that we're supposed to do things. Like, I really, really hope this is making sense. So what I do now is I have a little mantra in my head, and I just keep saying to myself, no judgment. So if someone is saying something to me that they could be saying it about me, they could think I'm fucking off my head, they could think that, I talk a load of shite, and I'm not perfect, but I'll just say to myself, no judgment, no judgment, no judgment. But this is where we're being gentle on ourselves. We don't get on the defense mode of, like, for fuck's sake, who do they think they are saying that about me? I'm really trying here. That's their story. Let them own it. That's not your shit. So even like say going, right, doing lives on a regular basis, okay? You might be shitting bricks about going live. You might feel that as much as you try and get prepared to go live, when it comes to hitting that button, you freeze. And you get all worked up over it. Rather than saying, well, fair play to you, you just went live. That's a big step. Do you see what I'm saying? This is like moving into surrender with ease, grace, and flow. It's just, it's pure beauty and it's pure love. Rather than giving it out, you're receiving it to yourself. If that resonates, give me a hell yeah. I know, I see the comments on Facebook as well. So, awesome. And don't mind the red tomato face. I'm taking a flush here. That happens when you're hitting 50. But I don't care. But now, so ease, grace, and flow is the new black. I'm just going to let that sink in for a little bit. Ease, grace, and flow is the new black. Not everyone is going to get this, but on this earth, and this is what I believe, the old way of living, surviving, thriving, manipulation, the whole shebang, this is all going to change. Some people think the world is ending. It depends on what you think. I don't think so. I just think it's changing. And I think it's for the better. Because we're going to have more healers, more caregivers, more spiritual people, more people that are in tune with themselves and they don't give a fuck. And I don't mean to brag about it. Like, I mean, I'm sorry if I come across as if I'm bragging. This journey has not been easy. So let's see if I can give you some more tips as to how to ease into surrender. You just don't judge yourself. Don't fight with yourself. If you say that you're going to go live at 8 o'clock and for some reason come 8 o'clock one of your kids is having an argument or your laptop just freezes and you start freaking out, don't get angry with yourself. It is nature's way to say, hold on, wait. And what's wrong with waiting? You're still going to get your message across. So, like, what do you do to surrender? Do you surrender? Is this new for you? Do you think I'm talking a load of poppycock? That's your choice. That's your belief. But if I can just instill hope into one person, that is always my agenda. Just one person. If it's more than that, that's a bonus. Like, do you meditate? Do you get out in nature? Is your day full of stress? Like, is there so much shit going on that you can't take anymore? Can you flip your thoughts upside down? Can you be gracious with yourself? Can you ease yourself into a new situation rather than fighting with yourself? Take it step by step. Break it down. If it's scary, break it down and just take another step. And if the next step after that is a big step, that just means you need to break that down again. You know? So, I'd love to know what you're thinking so far. And if this is resonating. And sometimes, like, for me as well, I had to surrender to all the medication that I was taking. Because I hadn't gone around fucking goo-goo. I think I was on 24 or 29 tablets today. But I was stoned on my head. And I said, no more. Doctors might say that they're good for me, but I don't think so. So surrendering as well is giving yourself the power to say no when you don't think that something's working for your own good. It gives you back your power to stand and say, actually, I'm not taking that. Yeah? Oh, just give me one sec over here, lad. Okay, I'm getting a hell to the yeah. Hell to the yeah, baby. So, I don't know how long I've been on so far, but are you getting the gist of what I'm trying to say to you, lads? It's not easy. It's never going to be easy, but I don't want you to give up. Your health is your wealth. Yeah? And why wouldn't you start looking after yourself? Wait, hold on. Just more comments. Yes, 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 yes. Oh. So, again, lads, if you see me looking that way and looking that way, I'm on two different devices. Like, I'm serious when I encourage you, especially moving into, like, the reason why I've been doing these videos, like, I keep saying, like, I'm going to get some stick over that, especially if Gilmore is still on. Like, I like it. But anyway, moving into 2021, I'm hoping to set you up in a way that you're not afraid. You have the you have some faith, more faith in yourself. You have more confidence to do it. Oh, wait, one sec. Oh, I have to put the phone around somewhere else. Huh? Alright. So, yeah, I hope so. I hope so myself. But anyway, yeah, the last couple of days I've been doing some videos, and the only intention I have with it is to hopefully equip one of you to start in 2021 with a smoother frame of mind, with some more faith in yourself, you know, and just use it back over there and the other one's back over there. So am I making sense? The best way I can put it to you is, and it's not selfish, again, for anyone that's hopped on later, the best way for you to move into surrender with ease, grace and flow is to nurture yourself the same way you would your child or your partner. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with hugging yourself. There's nothing wrong with hugging yourself. There's nothing wrong with taking time out for yourself. There's nothing wrong with going for a walk in the park. Well, we can't get very much done at the minute because we're back in lockdown. But we can easily start it. And like, New Year's only next week. So I really hope that I give you some tips and advice as to how to move forward. Do you know what I mean? And it's, like I said, it's not going to be easy. Not going to be easy at all. But encourage yourself, motivate yourself, support yourself, love yourself. And don't be thinking it's weird, because that's the old way of thinking. That's conformity again coming in. Do you get me? The rules and regulations over the next couple of months are going to be changing. Well, that's my belief anyway. Gaia needs us more than ever, you know. So I'm just wondering if you have any questions for me, like, if you don't mind. I don't mind. So yes, Yeah, in regards to the meds, it wasn't an easy decision, but I just felt it was necessary. I really felt it was necessary because I wasn't able to think straight, and I was blocking out all my other senses as well. So Christina is saying, "You're more than enough." Right, hold on. Let me see. I don't know if you can see that, lads. There. I have it on my tongue. I am enough. It's a little reminder to me that I am enough. You know? Uh-huh. I'm actually really good, lads. I'm really, really good. Like, normally I hate Christmas, but that's just another story that I just... But, like, since you brought that up as well, I thank you for that, because you just reminded me that the other thing as well, like your emotions. How many of us block our emotions? How many of us mask it every day? I did it for long enough, and like, I seriously, I have a, I have an expression, and whereas like, because I created it, and it's true, I'm not lying when I say it. So if people ask me how are you, I say I'm fine, and I can say it like this: I'm fine, thanks. But in my head, I'm saying I'm fucked up, irrational, neurotic, and emotional. Yep, I'm fine. So that's the other thing. So like, just to get back to feeling the feels. If you're angry, feel into it. Let yourself express that. If you're sad, feel into it. Because it's only going to pop back up 6 months later. You know? It's only going to pop back up again in a different way. Nature has its own way of making you sit down and look after yourself if you don't do it naturally. So there's nothing wrong with wanting to cry. And especially like for, yeah, especially for the men who, like from my generation, like they would have been reared in an era that big boys don't cry. And if you did cry and you were seen, you were deemed as too sensitive. Whereas nowadays, men and women who cry freely, like there's many reasons that are going on, and some of them are empaths, and they're just hypersensitive to what they're picking up in the room, and they just let it release, which is beautiful. And we should be all able to do that. I just think at the end of the day, we're all too hard on ourselves. And I know that a lot of us have families, and we have situations that, you know, distract us from loving on ourselves. But when you can, you should. You know? Because you fucking deserve it. Your health is your wealth. If you don't start looking after yourself now, you're going to be made to stop in your tracks. It is okay to cry. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to give up meds. It's okay to give up drink. It doesn't make you weak or strong. You just need to be. Be in the moment without judgment. Be with your family without judgment. Let people have their say without judgment. You know? I'm loving the comments, lads. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Do you have any other questions? Just come back up 1 second. Yeah. Totally agree. Totally. So I do hope that this is my first time live on Insta, by the way. So I wasn't sure how that was going to turn out. And I suppose now that I know how to do it, I'll be probably doing it again. I do hope you have enjoyed tonight. Reach out to me at any stage with any questions that you have, or if you need some clarity on any any of the topics that we have discussed here tonight, okay? So, in the meantime, I shall love you all and leave you. And thank you for sharing this space with me tonight. I'm truly, truly honoured and grateful. I love you guys. Bye. Love you.